What type of Dungeon Quest player are you? Well, today we're going to go over 10 types of Roblox Dungeon Quest players. Let's go ahead and begin. First up we have is the Noob. Now, Noob is typically a new player to the game, where maybe they're using one of these new spells in the Desert Temple, or basically doing the new dungeons, basically experiencing the game for the very first time. Just beating or clearing the dungeons for the first time, unexpected of the experience they're going to get in further in this dungeon quest. The next one we have here is the carrier. Now, the carrier is someone who actually goes out of their way to go into lower dungeons to be able to help lower level players on dungeons they struggle. These players are really helpful with other people and helps them traverse through dungeons that they may find difficult, for example, Guild of Skies, as you're seeing right now, or many other different types of dungeons. Now, the next one we have right here is the beggar. Now, the beggar is someone who typically asks for loot or something like free carries. They just go random players. Honestly, it can be a little bit annoying, but it's kind of thing that has been used to towards the players of Dungeon Quest. Alright, the next one we have here is the scammer. Now, scammers usually go with when it comes to platinum trades. For example, right here, if you send a gift of platinum when it comes to like trade with interchange with items, and you send it, then once you send that and the platinum is already through, what they'll do next is just leave or just disappear off there instead of trading the item. The next one is the Cosmetic Collector. These are players with tons of cosmetics where they collect as many as they can, basically just to maybe flex or just wear, or all sorts of different ones, like for example all sorts of epics, legendary, or maybe they'll secretly have the ultimate cosmetics, and not only for armors, they also have for all different types of weapons, titles, and all that different kind of stuff. Alright, the next one we have here is the trader. Now, the trader is someone who actually trades items in game with other players. For example, they basically trade items of value and see what offers they get, see if they can gain value off that. Honestly, traders are pretty much a tough community trying to gain value out of this, and honestly pretty interesting, and I feel like doesn't get enough credit. Next up we got is the content creator, whether if it's a YouTuber or a streamer or anything like that. For example, the video you're watching right now. Thanks for watching this far. You can subscribe if you're enjoying this video. Let's move on to the next type of player. Now, for this one, we got the Speedrunner. The Speedrunner basically tries to beat dungeons as quickly as possible, sometimes with the indicated gear, or just trying to beat dungeons just as quickly as possible to have this little timer right here as high as possible by the time you reach the dungeon. Basically, just running it as quickly as possible overall in general. Next up, we have the pro player. Not a pro player, someone who has very powerful sets. For example, a full purple Voidborn set, which is something that they've grinded a lot for. Or they've actually grinded a lot of levels, maybe even higher than this one. Honestly, the pro is someone who constantly grinds a lot and just goes through the dungeons and basically tries to progress as far as possible, even more than the dungeons or the level requirements in and of itself. Now we got the Leecher. Now the Leecher is someone who just stays AFK right here while dungeon starts. Now I will go into free camp so you guys just don't see anything, but basically they just AFK while all the others do all the other work. Don't do this. It's not worth it. It's ridiculous. It's just annoying for everyone else. And there we go. 10 types of Roblox Dungeon Quest players. I hope you enjoyed this video and would like to see more in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. YouTube says you'll like this video right over here. And waddle out, my friends.